In this video, I am going to explain how to draw involute of a circle. You can go to the description below to see all the related videos to engineering graphics. The problem statement is draw involute of a circle of diameter 40 mm. And the procedure is, first of all we have to draw a circle of diameter 40 mm. Then divide that circle into 12 equal parts. Name all the points of division. Then draw horizontal line of length equal to perimeter through point 1 and divide this line into 12 equal parts. All these 12 points are named. Now next, at every point from starting from 2, 3, 4, we have to draw a perpendicular lines. Like we have to, now here to reduce the time I am just showing fast. Like I have to draw perpendicular to this. Let us say center of the circle is O. So draw a line perpendicular to O2 through point 2. So this is that perpendicular line. Similarly, perpendicular line to O3 and so on. As we see, I have drawn lines perpendicular to O2, O3, O4, then O5, O6 and so on. So this is the way all these perpendicular lines are drawn. Now if you know the basics of involute, involute is a curve obtained by rotating a thread around a circle and then unwinding it or winding it. Let us say I have got this thread which I am now going to start winding around this circle. Then as we see, this point will come close and finally it will meet at point 1. So this is the curve traced by that end point of the thread, or we can say string, will trace a locus which is called as involute. So now if I go on winding that thread around this circle, then the first point will be 12. So as I reach to this particular distance, the length of the thread will get reduced by an angular distance which is equal to 1 division. That's why along this particular perpendicular line, we have to mark distance equal to say O11. This is say point 0, or I can call it as O, or let us say 0. So from 0 to 11 we have to take in compass and then mark it along this. Then as we go further, the distance will further get reduced by one more division, and then here we have to mark distance equal to O10 on this particular perpendicular line. O11 in compass, put pointer at this particular point and mark along this particular perpendicular line. Now take distance O10 in compass, put pointer at this particular point, say point 11, and cut this. Similarly, take distance O9 in compass, put pointer at this particular point and mark this. So this is the way we have to go on marking all the points. O8 in compass, put at pointer at 9 and cut this. O7 in compass, put at point 8 and cut this. O6 in compass, put pointer at 7 and cut this. O5 in compass, put at point 6 and cut. And as I go on winding the thread, the final point will be this 0. Now we have to simply join all these points by smooth curve. For the purpose of obtaining the curve, we can name the points. Let us say this is point P, then accordingly I can call these points as, say, let us say this is P1, P2 and so on. We have to join all these points by smooth curve. Again, to save time, I am joining these points by smooth curve and by freehand. So this curve traced by these points is called as involute of a circle. Finally, we have to show diameter of the circle. Now here the extension of the question may be to draw tangent and normal at a particular point on the curve. Let us say this is one point on the curve and at this particular point I have to draw a tangent to this involute and also normal through this point. Join that point with the center of the circle, then mark its midpoint. You know the procedure to mark the midpoint. We have to take distance more than midpoint in compass and draw two arcs on either side. Put pointer at this point and draw another two arcs, something like this. Then join this point and this point. So this is the required midpoint. Here we get midpoint. With this midpoint as center and this much as radius, draw a semicircle. Now wherever this semicircle intersects this circle, we have to join this point with the point under consideration. Okay, so if I join these 2 points, this is the required normal. Now set, if you are using drafter with this one scale of the drafter with this, the other scale will give you a line perpendicular to this. If this is normal, the line perpendicular to this will be a tangent. So through this point we have to draw a line perpendicular to this. So this is the required tangent and this is the required normal. Generally we name tangent as T dash and normal as N dash. So this is the way involute of a circle can be drawn. Last step is to dimension, which is equal to pi d, that is 125.6 millimeter. Also we have to show diameter of a circle, that is equal to 40 mm. I hope you understood how to draw involute and tangent at a particular point to the involute. Thank you very much for your patient viewing.